Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. It's Jeremy with Jones Tech Review. Today we're covering the Google Home Mini and the Alexa Dot and battling it out. See who wins. Check it out. Hey guys, so I want to cover some of the topics that we'll be covering in the video. So I'll be going over audio quality and design, how well it works with the home automation, the smart performance, the voice assistant, and just kind of the microphone and entertainment aspects of it. So first things first, I want to give a huge shout out to Tom's Guide, the Wirecutter, Tech Hive, and TechWiser. Those are all areas and websites that I compiled all this information, as well as the stuff that I've put these things to the test through with my family and friends. So looking at the design of these two devices, both of them have that hockey puck like design. Now this is the older Dot where it does not have the fabric. I prefer this one with our entertainment center. It just kind of blended in a little bit better. However, if they're sitting more out in the open, you might want to choose the fabric design, and the Dot also has one where the fabric is an option. Both of them have 3 color options. The Echo Dot comes in a heather gray and a sandstone white, and also that charcoal black, while the Home Mini comes in a charcoal, the chalk white they call it, and a coral red. Now, a thing that I disliked about the Google Home is the lighting on top. It has 3 or 4 different little lights that pop up depending on your volume that you have set, 1 to 4 I should say. And it's hard to see from far away. You almost have to be over the top of it, so you don't know if it's muted or on Do Not Disturb. It's hard to see that device if you properly set it off to the mute section or Do Not Disturb. Where the Dot, however, when you put it on Do Not Disturb, there's a big red light, and you can see that from far away. You know no one's listening, and you know that you cannot be disturbed during that moment in time. And also, it's easy to see the buttons, the up and down volumes on the buttons are easy to see right on top. The Do Not Disturb button is easily accessible. So looking at all the reviews on all those sites and what I've given it, on this particular one, the Amazon Echo Dot came in as the winner. Both speakers were attractive and compact, but that visual indicator, an easy way to mute the microphone, put it at the top. So audio quality, both of these devices, they do not replace your secondary speakers like your JBLs and whatnot. We like to connect ours and have it control speakers and TV devices and so forth. We can even have it turn on lighting and so forth. But the microphone off the volume itself is fairly equal. I think the Echo Dot came in a little bit better, richer sounds, and I'll show you a clip here in a second of that versus the Google Home Mini. But what I want to make a point out is on the Echo Dot, and even on the newer generations, they have a 3.5 millimeter jack that you can plug in an external speaker. So with the Google Home Mini, you have to, if you want to connect an external speaker like such, you have to use the Bluetooth. And so that can really wear down the batteries of your speaker. Where if you have an external speaker device, or you want to plug it into your home entertainment, you can actually run that hard line right to your home entertainment, excuse me, and it's just a little bit easier. So on audio quality, like I said, both can play really soft music while you work. It seemed like the Alexa voice was loud enough that you can hear it even from across the room. So Alexa, cancel. She was listening in. So far away, I put these at a test of over 20 feet away. It did not seem like the Google Home Mini could hear me, where the Echo Dot could hear me at distances greater than 20 feet. So that was a plus, calling out to it to turn off lights from another room. So on that particular, on the audio quality, the Echo Dot has superior sound quality, and the equalizer feature could help differentiate between the audio sounds from far away. So that one took it right there. In this next little clip, I want to show the richness of these two little speakers, just as is, out of the box, not messing with the equalizer, and they're both set to level 8 or 80%. We're going to be showing, playing What About Us by Pink. I have my directional Rode microphone pointed right at them. It's at equal distances between the two. We're going to play this, and you'll see, in my opinion, I think the Amazon Dot is a little bit more tinny, a little higher trebles, really no mids or bass, where the Google Home Mini, it seems to do good through the middle and bass, and overall richness of the sound. It starts off, in my opinion, a little muddy, but it clears up pretty fast. So let's go ahead and play that and show you kind of how that turned out. Alexa, play What About Us by Pink.
What About Us by Pink from Spotify.
We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars.
Alexa, cancel. Let's try that with Google. Hey Google, play What About Us by Pink.
Alright, What About Us by Pink. Here it is on Spotify.
We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars.
Hey Google, cancel. Now we're going to do a couple fun things. I wanted to show you side by side. I want to show you them rapping. I was kind of bummed out to see that the Google Home Mini, it only knows one thing, and I'm going to spoil it here, but I want to show you right away. Hey Google, can you rap for me?
I can rhyme, and I even have an original poem I've been working on. It's an ode to search. I love to search, I cannot lie. I'll search it all, I am not shy.
Hey Google,
Search
cancel.
for
So if I ask it again, it's going to do the same thing. Hey Google, can you rap for me?
I can rhyme, and I even have an original poem I've been working on. It's an ode to search. I love
Hey
to
Google,
search.
cancel. So it's kind of boring. It can't really do the same thing. We're going to try the same thing with Alexa. Alexa, can you rap for me?
Hey, it's me, Alexa, and I'm wired for fun. Got fiction, predictions, I'm killer with a pun. I'm the speaker of the house, best jester of all time. Knock, knock, who's there? It's me with the punchline.
Hey Alexa, can you rap for me?
Hey, it's me, Alexa, and I'm wired for fun. Got fiction, predictions,
Alexa, cancel.
I'm killer with a pun.
Alexa, can you rap for me?
I'm opening with sorry cause I'm gonna proclaim no other AI can touch my fame. They think they can rock me but I'm light throwing shade. I put them all behind me like a software downgrade. It's bold but I'm gold, this story is true.
Alexa,
They won't
cancel.
go the distance.
So it's kind of fun. You can ask her over and over. Alexa, can you rap for me?
Got my mind on a number, lucky number of mine. 3.14159.
Alexa,
My day.
Cancel. So she has so many raps and so many riddles and jokes. It's kind of funny. Alexa, cancel. She just wants to sing her rap.
I said
Right?
that never-ending
Alexa,
pie, a never-ending.
cancel. She didn't hear me when she was trying to listen on the second part. But Alexa, drop me a beat. Alexa, cancel. So it's kind of fun. The kids will walk in and do that. They'll tell her to drop a line or tell me a riddle or tell me a joke or what's the weather, all kinds of fun things. So that one I saw more interactive, a lot of fun with the whole family where the Google was just that same one over and over and it wasn't as intuitive. So I really like the Dot and the family downstairs in the main entryway. Hey guys, in this next category I'm going to cover the voice assistant. I think both devices do really well in this area. There is a winner, but I think both devices do really well. Whether it's set in a timer, they both do really well. Simple tasks such as ordering an Uber or ordering a pizza, they can both do that and they do really good. However, getting directions, Google hands down beats the Dot, and I'll show you that here in a second. But Amazon is annoying at sometimes when you try to ask them for directions, how long it's going to take to get to an area across town, and you want to know how the traffic is. What I like about the Google Home Mini is you can ask it how far to a location, and it'll integrate with the Google Home Maps and let you know based on traffic, based on this time, it's going to take you such and such to get there. And like I said, we're going to show you that here in a second. But overall, the Google Home Mini definitely took it, right? But what I did not like is I use a personal app for my shopping, and I like how I can call to this and say, add this to the shopping list. And it adds and integrates right with my whole family. So we all share one. We have a program called AnyList, and Google Home does not integrate with that AnyList app. And so we all have iOS devices. The AnyList works on both Android and iOS, and we can write out a grocery list, or we can add to-do list, and we can tell the Dot to add those things to the list, and other people can cross them off as they're done, where the Google Home Mini can't do that. So, however, the Google Home Mini does the directions. So it all depends on what you're using this for. If you're in the house and you really want to use that shopping app, then the Dot's going to be still on top in the winner, hands down. However, if you mostly want to use it for directions all the time, let's say you have it at your workplace and you want to know how long it's going to take to get home or whatnot, then this is going to be your choice in this category. So, but based on all the reviews from Tech Hive and TechWiser and Tom's Guide and the Wirecutter, they all gave this category. In this category, they all gave it to Google Home Mini. However, I was still leaning towards the Echo Dot just because of the functions that we use it for. So I'll leave that one up to you. In this short little clip, I'm going to show you some of the command features that you can give both the Google and the Alexa. Alexa, turn your volume to 5. And as easy as that. However, that does not work on percentages. Alexa, turn your volume to 50%.
Sorry, you can only set the volume between 0 and 10.
To give you an example. Hey Google, set your volume at 6. And it did it. Hey Google, set your volume at 70%. So it worked on percentages and also the number 1 through 10. So that one, I feel that the Google beat the Dot on this one. Looking at these devices a little closer, on the back of this device, it's hard to see here, but next to where the power is, there's a little indentation. If you press and hold that,
You're about to completely reset Google Home.
you could let it go. If you could reset the Google Home that way. On this one right here, there's a little switch,
The mic's off.
and you can turn the microphone off, and so it wouldn't be listening in, excuse me. And you would see it has that, do not disturb, and the microphone is off, and it would not be listening in.
By the way, the mic's back on.
So going here on the side, you would just touch on the side for volume up and touch on the side for volume down. No button here, so if you kind of touch on the side, you can see that it interacts. Taking a little closer look at the older first generation Dot, you have that 3.5 millimeter jack right here, okay, and you have the power cord. Very easy to read buttons down and up with the volume ring that indicates how far up it is or how far down it is, right? And then you have the interaction button, where she's going to listen in, Alexa cancel.
I don't know that.
And then you have the do not disturb. You can also set these do not disturbs and do not interact with you. If you're worried about someone dropping in and listening, you can actually disable that inside the app, or you can just manually do it like such at particular times. Let's say you do like that function, you want to be able to use it as an intercom to either a relative's house or from an upstairs to downstairs. We use this from different room to different room. We can call the kids in if they're in their room studying. We can interact with them right to their desktop and say dinner time without having to holler out through a 2-story house. We can let them all know that dinner time's ready. However, if we're going to bed or we're ready we don't want this to be able to interact, we would just mute that like such. Or on the Google Mini, we'd just be able to turn that switch off. But a lot of people do like the feature turned off completely, and you would do that inside the app for security features, so somebody just can't listen in and drop in on your household. So here's an example of the driving directions and why Google did so well in this category and integrated with that Google Maps. And we're going to give you a side-by-side, and I'll end up canceling the Dot because she messes it up, but we'll give you an example here. Hey Google, what's the distance to Madeira?
You are 16.2 miles away from Madeira by car.
Gives you an example. Alexa, what's the distance to Madeira?
Madeira is 16 miles away by car.
So that one she did well. But let's do a more specific area, like a little shopping center. Hey Google, What's the distance to River Park Shopping Center?
You are 7.3 miles away from River Park Shopping Center by car.
Alexa, what's the distance to River Park Shopping Center?
I found a River Park shopping center. It is 7.4 miles away on East Viaduct La Plata in Fresno. It is open until tomorrow at 2 a.m.
See, she's doing really well there. Let's try this one. Hey Google, how far away is River Park?
You are 7.3 miles away from River Park Shopping Center by car.
Alexa, how far away is River Park?
I found a Hudson River Park. It is 2,458.3 miles
Alexa,
away
cancel.
on...
So when I was more generic and wasn't so specific, so now she's listening in if I'm going to be more specific with it, but if I was more generic, then Google Home Mini did a little bit better. However, when I was more specific with both of them, then they usually do really well. And the Dot has come a long ways. In the very beginning, you would have to struggle and be so specific that if you weren't familiar with what you were really looking for, sometimes she would just find you a store inside that area, and it was very difficult. She's come a long ways, or it's come a long ways with the Amazon. Both of them are way far superior than Siri, in my opinion, when it comes to finding directions and so forth. And they're a great asset to have here in the house. So I just wanted to give you a little side-by-side in why Google Home did take it by just a hair, and they were a little bit better. But if you have the Dot, you could see if you were a little bit more specific with it, it would still be fine. Guys, this last category is going to be price. Honestly, these both were in a draw in this category. They're both around $49 unless you have them bundled with some plugs or whatnot, and a lot of times you can find a great deal. I'm going to put a link in the description below for that great deal on these plugs. My top pick and our top pick, even with the Tech Hive and Tom's Guide, was that Echo Dot. This Dot offered superior audio quality, superior design, and a little bit better smart home integration. The Google packed a better voice assistant, but only by a hair, and not enough for me to make that decision, even though I'm in love with the Google Home products and stuff like that, and Google products in my life with the Google Maps. I didn't find a use for it here in my house and office. So we really like the functions with the, like I said, the list and the superior audio quality with the Dot, just playing music and streaming devices. So we like it here in our household. So hope this video was helpful in helping you determine what device you would like to see in your house, and help you turn that house into a smarter house and have that smart home automation. I look forward to covering more videos like this, and as always, we thank you for watching Jones Tech Review.